Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm down in Laughlin right now, but I started this video off at 7 Mile to get some Norfolk Southern action, which I've been lacking over the last few days. Now, that's why I went up to 7 Mile, and I got 3 Norfolk Southern trains up there, 142, 189, and 142, 197, and train 189. Now, as you saw with all that rail, they're doing a ton of work up there, and I'm telling you, that's kind of like not the place to hang if they're doing a ton of work. But I'm going to tell you right now, there is a train coming. There's a train coming right now. I think it's T97, and they're headed down from Sharonville Yards down to Ivorydale, down to Procter & Gamble. So we're going to get him, I think. That's the first thing we're going to be getting. And once it gets here, I'm going to get that video rolling. All right, everybody, stay tuned. Good afternoon, folks. Came up to 7 Mile, and you know what's funny? This is a continuation to the last video. I was down in New Miami. We caught this Norfolk Southern train here. This is one with all the brand new rock hoppers on it. But look all the way down there. Let me zoom in. We got a train coming. That's Norfolk Southern 189 getting on the siding. This is that Norfolk Southern train from New Miami. He's too long for the siding, so he's on the main, but look where he is. He's right where they converge. So he's gonna wait for 189 to get the siding, so he can probably move forward a little bit for as long as he is. But as you can see, lots of rail, lots of trucks, lots of cranes. There's Simon. There's some more rail. So they've been doing a lot of work. Like I said earlier, I would imagine they're doing a lot of work, and there they are, doing it. Anyways, folks, I'm going to zoom in once more. All right, cool. Now, let's walk down here a little bit. That is the train device. That's what's making all that noise. That's what when you hear my radio and it's doing all the clicking, that's what we hear. And he's gonna get moving here any moment. And once he does, I'll get it rolling. So stay tuned for me. All right, he's getting ready to move. Slacking out a little bit. That's how long he is, folks. Well, maybe. He let go.
I said go.
Yeah, I said go, man. That's how far he backed up. Okay, Fred was just about right here. The end of the train was just about right here. And he went all the way back there. Good 10 feet, maybe. Well. There he goes. He's a moving now. That mid-train DPU will help them get going pretty quickly.
Yeah. Cool. When you go down there, there's like an opening down there. Past the signal. Eastbound signals there. Look for brake tells you if you ever hear brake plate, it's like moving into the road. Here and trigger. Signal here. They can do that. Yellow over yellow. You can do that.
All right, there goes the end of 174.
Oh, he's gonna take 196 next.
So
Sitting down there on the main.
there is a Norfolk Southern train sitting down there on the main. Norfolk Southern 196. He's going to be coming up here. I don't know if you guys can see him. I can barely see his headlight down there. So this guy's going to get going, and then he'll get 196 clearance to leave. Start going westbound while they got 189 sitting down there.
These look like old. These look old.
He's taking the old ones out.
It might be what they did.
These are all old ones here too. They're probably not
You can hear those locomotives working way up there. All right, everybody, there goes 174. 189's waiting, and 196 is also waiting all the way down there. I don't know. You can barely see his headlight all the way down there. He is waiting. So, once everything gets moving properly, I'll get it rolling. Stay tuned. Alrighty, everybody. I made a mistake. I said 174. That's train that went by recently was 142. So my bad. I probably said 142 multiple times before, and then I said 174. Whatever. So it was 142. Now this is 196. He's never usually that long, but let's zoom in down there. Alrighty, everybody, we got gate activation here at Ritter Road. Norfolk Southern 196. Here we go. Alright, take a look on down there. There's the crew of 189. Just kind of hanging out. Maybe they're out there getting a smoke break or whatever. I don't know. Anywhere that goes Norfolk Southern 196. Doesn't look like 189 is getting ready to go any point soon. Or anytime soon. Maybe they're waiting on a signal. Who knows? Or maybe we got another westbound train. Alright, folks. Keep it right here for me. All right, the switch for Ritter is locked up. 189 is going to be coming down here, folks.
That's pretty cool.
And once 189 passes, I want to show you some cool stuff on this big flatbed truck behind me. So stay tuned for that. And stay tuned for 189. All right, everybody, 189's on the move. We'll be hitting this switch and on his way eastbound. Gates are going down behind me. All right. There goes Norfolk Southern Train 189, Norfolk Southern Train 60C. Might be up in the siding in Camden, or if not, it's approaching his siding. But there's that 196 on the main, so he's probably sitting in the siding. Anyways, when he gets here, we'll get it rolling. Stay tuned. Alrighty, folks, this is the old rail from the siding here that I told you they were going to take up. So you can see Carnegie on there. And let's see, it is USA 1929
August.
in August. So almost 100-year-old rail, and they had to replace it. And I also want to show you over here where they cut it. Look at that. That's cool. That's wild. Omaha track. All right, everybody. I am going to go ahead and get the camera, and I am going to give my phone a little charge. Keep it right here. All right, everybody. 189's on the move. We'll be hitting this switch and on his way eastbound. Gates are going down behind me. Your ingots. Got weight on them this time. All right. There goes Norfolk Southern train 189, Norfolk Southern train 60C. Might be up in the siding in Camden, or if not, it's approaching his siding. But there's that 196 on the main, so he's probably sitting in the siding. Anyways, when he gets here, we'll get it rolling. Stay tuned. All right, everybody. I told you there's a train coming. We got gates going down here at East Wyoming Avenue, and we do have a train coming. Now, I don't know if this is T97 or not. T97 usually runs out of Sharonville Yard. SN first. I could be wrong. This could be not T97. I can't tell. It looks like it could be CSX, and I think it is. All right. Nice little horn salute. If I see trash cars, this might be M561, and it is. M561. That's probably the same guys. Well, I wouldn't think it was the same guys that gave me a horn salute yesterday, but hey, it could be. Oh. It was only a matter of time before New York City trash found its way to Cincinnati. Now, they don't dump the trash here. I don't think Rumpke takes this trash, or Waste Management, or anybody. I don't know, they might. But a lot of these cars, excuse me, a lot of these cars, I think they just split them up and send them to L425 back to Connorsville, and something takes them from there. So I don't know, it could be half and half. I could be completely wrong. Gator boys. Yeah, definitely M561. So, M561 comes out of Selkirk, New York, terminates down at Queensgate Yard for CSX. Probably takes about 2 days to get down here by train and freight from Selkirk. As if you hear on the radio, they're going to be identified with yesterday's date. DPU coming through. On the back of this here. Looks like empty rail cars, empty welded rail cars. And that's exactly what it is. you know, you look at the sky and you're wondering if there's one ingredient missing for cold weather funnels. Cold weather funnels are just basically tornadoes in cold air. They don't do any damage. They're very, very, very weak, but they're very, very cool looking. All right, folks. There goes M561 out of Selkirk, New York, on its way. Final leg of the journey to Queensgate Yard in Cincinnati. All right, folks, stay tuned. We got a couple more. All right, like I said before, T97 is right there. We got the gates going down here. No traffic. Yeah, I was hoping we get a runner. Starting to rain, or at least drizzle. Excuse me. Boy, you should see the white smoke pouring out of that locomotive back there. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera way down there. All these are full tankers. They're on their way to Procter & Gamble. GP38-2 working its butt off. That old AMD rumble, I love it. Well, there they go. Drop those cars down at Ivordale. We'll be back through here later. All right, folks. Keep it right here. All right, everybody, I moved over to Wyoming. This is going to be my final train for today for me. So after this guy, I'll be getting out of here, going home. Gates have gone down. Here comes the train. See this one loaded out of racks. Excuse me, and I know I'm getting tired. So this is it for me. Got some articulated auto racks, 3 in a row. Man, painted the whole side of our articulated auto rack. That had to take some time. So that one had a bad bearing and had the home shop for repair tag on it too. So maybe that was the reason why it's getting repaired. Alright folks, there they go. Thanks for tuning in, I appreciate it. Thanks for joining me, my friends. I will see you on the next one. Take her easy. Alright everybody, I am finished for the day. I really appreciate you guys joining me, my friends. I really, really do. Had a good time. Man, this weather is straight unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, it's almost the end of May. I mean, it is like the end of May. We are one more week of it after this, and it's not even 60 degrees out. That's wild. That's wild. It's wild. It's wild. And if anybody notices that I got a little puffy eye, I got a little sty going on right there, and I'm working on getting it all healed up. So, you know, things happen, whatever. Anyways, we got plenty of trains. I'm real glad I got some Norfolk Southern action because I've been looking for that, because I've been slacking on the past few days getting some good Norfolk Southern action. So I'm glad that I was able to get some of that up at 7 Mile and in Lachlan as well. Anyways, my friends, I'm gonna go ahead and close this one out for me. So like, comment, subscribe, share if you haven't done so already, okay? Hit that little alert button, you get all the notifications for when I post. And if you have more time, please watch another video. Check out some of those playlists. That really helps my channel, and I really do appreciate it. It helps the channel grow, and it's growing. We're still working. We're working through whatever YouTube's doing with the algorithms and hurting small channels. We're working through it. We're just putting out the content, doing the legwork, whatever we got to do to get it done. That's what I'm doing. All right, my friends, until we meet again out there on the rails, have a good day.